Alright, so with me is Bobby Deol, who's riding high on the success of his latest release, Love Hostel. Hi Bobby, welcome to SpotboyE.
Hi Pallavi, thank you so much.
Firstly Bobby, a huge congratulations to you because our Love Hostel is getting tremendous response, and especially your performance, it has left everyone, awestruck. So how are you wrapping your head around all the love, and appreciation that is going there?
I am just, what do I say? I'm just overwhelmed sometimes. I think I'm dreaming because for an actor, the most important thing is people appreciating their work, and the amount of appreciation I've got. My whole family is happy. My dad, my brother, my mother, my sisters, my kids, my wife. Everybody's so happy because they know that I'm trying to do something different, and so the amount of hard work I've been putting into my work. So I think my whole family is really happy right now.
How Dharmendra ji and Sunny, they reacted, because this was a full-fledged negative role, right? So yeah. How they guys reacted and what they said?
I think they saw the film. Everybody saw it. My brother, my dad, my kids, my wife. Everybody said this film's gonna work for you. You just wait and watch. And obviously, every time your film comes out, you're very nervous. So the trailer response was so good.
Right.
For me, most important thing was my diction. The Haryanvi accent, because if I didn't get that right, then the character would have that.
Right.
But I think when people actually reacted to the way I spoke the lines, it made me feel so relaxed. Now the only challenge, the battle was half won. Now the movie had to release, so I was waiting for that.
Right, But Bobby, I want to know from you that, when you first heard the script of the film, were you a bit hesitant to take up this role because it's a full-fledged negative, right? So were you a bit apprehensive also?
No, I wasn't. I've been deliberately trying to do different kind of characters, right. Be it positive or negative. That doesn't make a difference to me. But the character has to have substance. It has to have the depth. So as an actor, when you're performing or portraying that character, you have enough scope to perform the way you want to. So the only hesitation I had when I first had the narration was that I wanted Shankar to work a little more on my characterization. And maybe I didn't understand in the first narration as much as I did after that when I spoke to him, but I needed to feel that. I didn't care about the length of my character. It was all about what I felt. And then we had so many meetings after that, and Shankar and we just got along so well. If you ever meet Shankar, you'll never imagine the kind of human being he is, that he can make such a dark and gritty film. But he's so creative, he's so talented. So I think it was just the whole thing about it. But for me, I'm just happy that this is like a once in a lifetime kind of character, because you can't play this kind of character again, and I don't think it'll ever come again. So I really wanted to do my best, when I performed. I just wanted to do whatever the best I could get out of myself, So it just feels happy that people have appreciated that hard work.
And indeed, you have done your best. When we have seen Bobby that, in terms of getting into the skin of the character, the character of Gaba, you have no story, until if it's vibe, or the overall look, right? But I want to know from you that for you personally, what was the most challenging, aspect, to get that, a grip of your character?
Before I go on the set, I prepare myself thoroughly.
Okay.
I really need to be in complete control of my dialogues, because if you don't have command over what you're speaking, you won't feel the lines. And I believe I read my script many times, and suddenly it starts falling into my mind. I start feeling the character, and yes, the first day I was nervous.
Okay.
I was nervous more about how I'm saying my lines.
Okay.
Because that was really important for the character. But I was feeling the character. So the only thing was what I was speaking, but it's sounding right. And then, then I don't let the conscious side of me, the, looking at me, and when you talk, sometimes you start seeing yourself from the outside. I'm sure you must have felt that. Sometimes when you're talking, you start looking at yourself. Somehow it just happens, and don't let that happen. Just feel the character, and then you'll perform it the right way. So that's how it was on set.
Right, your fans, they have loved your performance, and they feel that it is indeed your best performance. Do you also feel, or it is yet to,
Well, it can't just be a full stop after this. I have to really do better, and it'll always be more challenging now to get those kind of roles, characters to play, and to outdo myself if this is supposed to be my best performance, because obviously, you have to do better and better every time you work. I just want to be consistent. If you're consistent with what you do, then people will still respect you for your work.
Your performances go back to back, they are being applauded, right? But also, does that add a sense of pressure also, because every time when you deliver a hit, do you also feel a sort of a pressure?
Yes, obviously. For an actor, there's always a stress about, will people still want to watch me, or will I get the right kind of projects? That pressure is always there, and I still feel it even now. My kind of Love Hostel is released, and people are appreciating my work, they're appreciating the film, they're appreciating everybody in the film. And yet you have the insecurity that, will I get more work after this? That's always going to happen.
Right. Bobby, your recent outings, be it like a class of 83 and the Love Hostel, you have not played the main, of course, roles, but you have played the characters that are very important to the story, and you initially started as a main hero in the mainstream cinema. So now when you take up such roles where you are not in the main lead, of course, does that sort of bothers you that you are now doing roles that you're not playing?
It's my deliberate attempt at doing characters.
Okay.
Because I, as a viewer, whenever I watch movies, there's always a lot of movies. It could be my brother's film, my dad's film, my film, or someone else's film. There's always certain characters in the film which always stay with you. And I used to always wonder, why can't I play these characters? Why can't I get a chance to be these characters? Because I used to enjoy those characters, those people who performed, and the roles, the characters was well written and everything. So I'm trying, that's what I want to do. When I did Class of 83 also, for me, it wasn't about being the main lead. It's about how impactful my character would be when people watch it.
Right.
Will it stay with them? And that's what, when I signed Love Hostel, I knew that if I get this character right, it will stay with people, because it is very different, very evil, mean, and ruthless person, and it's well written. So I knew if I did it right, then it will stay with people's mind, and that's exactly. I'm not exactly, but I'm so lucky it happened.
Yeah, but Bobby, I feel like I said, I want to know that, is there any dream role that you really want to do, or with so many biopics coming up, do you have any dream role in your mind, or what kind of roles excites you?
It's not like, I don't think in that terms.
Okay.
Obviously I want to do everything.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter what you want to do. It's the script that comes to you eventually, which has to be written well. And that happens not so easily. So
No.
that's something you have to keep looking for, and just looking for those kind of subjects where I can enjoy being a part of.
Right. Bobby, when you first made your debut with Barsat, right? It was of course outstanding, but a lot of people were saying that things are quite easy for you because you belong to, of course, Deol's family, right? So I want to know from you. I'm sure that you must have your fair share of struggles, right? So
Yeah.
Like, how do you?
See, I, I'm so lucky and blessed that I was born to my father and my mother. I never chose to be in this family, but I was born in this family, so it's no fault of mine. And besides saying that, no matter which family you come from the film industry or from outside, if people don't want to watch you, they won't watch you, right? And if they want to, I mean, when I started my career, people loved me on screen, so that's why I got work. If I wasn't loved in my first film, I wouldn't have got work so easily. So I kept getting work, kept doing hits after hits. Then eventually I made some wrong choices, things went wrong. And then if my dad is an actor in the industry, a legend in the industry, I would have had work all the time. Yeah. So yeah, a father in any industry, a doctor's son, the father always wanted his son to be a doctor. A businessman will not give his business away to someone else. But if they fail with the business, then who's going to help? The father can't help him either, you know. So that's how it is.
I mean, you had your ups and downs, you know. But I want to know from you that what kept you motivated, you know, throughout your this impressive journey that you have in Bollywood.
I think definitely for 3 years I was totally lost in my own sorrows, pitying myself. But the only person who can help me out of this is myself. Because your family can support you for all your life, but they can't make you stand up and go to work and get work. So I had to start believing in myself, and that's what happened to me, you know. Seeing my family around me and seeing how much it's hurting them to see me hurt. That something snapped in my mind, and I just said, no, I have to prepare myself and be ready, because I know I have lots of fans still wanting to see me on the screen. It's just that I have to take care of myself and try to be positive, and definitely work will definitely come my way. So it was tough. It is still tough, even though people are appreciating my work now, but it's always going to be tough for an actor.
Right, Bobby, and it's been more than 25 years in the industry. You have given so many blockbusters, you know, you have made different, you know, characters, you know, experimented with different genres, you know. Today, when you look back, you know, I mean, how do you feel about your journey?
I think I learned so much.
Okay.
I think it's made me a better person. I think it made me a better actor, because I've seen ups and downs. I've seen how people are around me. I've seen all those things. So it just makes you, as an actor, makes you understand yourself more, and it somehow I understand myself more now than I did maybe 15 years back or 10 years back.
And you know, your fans, you know, they think that your OTT platform, you know, has brought, you know, hidden or the best out of you. Do you also feel?
Well, I definitely believe that OTT platform gives you so many more opportunities to play different kinds of characters, because storytelling has become so much better, because there's so many stories that were not allowed to be written, and there's so much freedom for creativity. So not just me, but a lot of other young actors are getting noticed because of OTT platform. A lot of other old actors who were struggling, who no one knew, are now doing so well on OTT platform, you know. So I think it's the best thing that happened for the creative world.
Right, you know, Bobby, before I wrap up, I want to know that what your fans can expect from your this 2.0 version, you know, what more is coming up for them?
I don't know. I mean, you know, you'll falter, you'll succeed. It's going to keep happening, ups and downs in what you choose. But I've got this film called Animal,
Okay.
which is being directed by Sandeep Reddy Venga, and I'll be working for the first time with Parinita and Ranbir Kapoor, but second time with Anil Kapoor in it. So I'm really looking forward to that film. It got delayed because of the corona, you know, so it'll start by this year, And then script work of Apne 2 I'll be doing by end of the year, next year beginning, like the scripting is going on. Then I have a film called Penthouse, which I have done, which is supposed to release, but I have no idea when it's coming out. That's a film I've done with Abbas Bhai.
Okay.
In that, you'll again see me, that very Hamraz look, you know, suited, booted, suave, charming, cool kind of a look.
Right. I mean, a lot on your plate, Hannah. I mean, do you feel that you are in the best phase of your career?
Definitely, I think it is at the moment the best phase in my life as an actor.
All right, Bobby. It was lovely talking to you, and I wish you all the very best with all your projects. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You take care. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.